Medical rounds, we're previewing a special show that will air tomorrow night right here on Channel 3. It's called Hartford Med, Living Miracles, and you'll meet 3 incredible patients of Hartford Hospital and hear their heroic stories of survival and the leading-edge treatments that save their lives. And joining us live is Dr. Inam Kureshi, Chief of Neurosurgery at Hartford Hospital. We thank you so much for being with us tonight.
Glad to be here. Thank you.
Well, one of the stories that will be profiled was the night East Hartford police officer Todd Lantoka's cruiser was hit from behind, leaving him with a crushed skull. And Todd will speak publicly for the first time tomorrow night. You were on call. You received the call that night. Explain to our viewers, Doctor, how was Officer Lantoka when you first saw him?
Well, it was one of the most severe injuries I've ever seen in somebody who came in awake and alert. He had a crush injury to the back of his skull and a laceration that went from ear to the other ear on the back side. The scalp was separated from the bone, and there was actually brain leaking out from the skull.
Wow, that is pretty severe. What was the next step you had to take to save his life? There's so many things to think about, what you just told us.
Yes, well, I knew that he had to have emergency surgery, and the plan was to take him emergently to the operating room to basically repair the back of the skull that had been crushed. This is done in order to prevent swelling and infection and ultimately to try to save his life.
And you also, I understand, were able to put him in a medically induced coma to help preserve the brain. How does that work? Does it give the brain a rest?
Yes, what it does is it shuts down brain function temporarily in order to prevent brain swelling that could cause permanent brain damage. And it was to the point where we had him on 100% oxygen for over 3 to 4 weeks just to barely to get enough oxygen to his brain.
And now, how is he doing?
Well, he's awake, he's with his family, he's enjoying life again and doing extremely well.
Oh, that's so good to hear. Well, we thank you so much, Doctor, for joining us tonight. Dr. Inam Kureshi from Hartford Hospital. Can't wait to see the program tomorrow night. Thanks to you, and thank you for the life-saving work that you do every single day. You can hear the rest of the story and 2 other stories of survival tomorrow night on Hartford Med, Living Miracles, beginning at 7:30 p.m., of course, right here on Channel 3.